हेलो गाइस, वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल फाइनेंशियल लेसन विद सचिन तारे। और आज मैं आपके साथ चैप्टर नंबर 2 शेयर करने जा रहा हूँ फ्रॉम द बुक द पावर ऑफ हैबिट, वाई डू वी डू व्हाट वी डू एंड हाउ टू चेंज, रिटन बाय चार्ल्स डूही। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट। सो गाइस लेट्स स्टार्ट। चैप्टर का नाम है द क्रेविंग ब्रेन, हाउ टू क्रिएट न्यू हैबिट्स। So, one day in the early 1900, a prominent American executive named Claude C. Hopkins was approached by an old friend with a new business idea. The friend has discovered an amazing product. He explained that he was convinced would be a hit. It was a toothpaste, a minty, frothy combination he called Pepsodent. There was some dicey investors involved. One of them had a string of busted land deals. Another, it was rumored, was connected to the mob. But this venture, the friend promised, was going to be huge. If this, Hopkins could consent to help design a national promotional campaign. Hopkins at the time was at the top of a booming industry that had hardly existed a few decades earlier, advertising. Hopkins was the man who had convinced Americans to buy Schlitz beer by boasting that the company cleaned their bottles with limestone, while neglecting to mention that every other company used the exact same method. He had seduced millions of women into purchasing Palmo- Palmolive soap by proclaiming that Cleopatra had washed with it. Despite the sputtering protest of outrageous historians, he had made puffed wheat famous by saying it was shot from guns until the grain puffed to eight times normal size. He had turned dozens of previously unknown products, Quaker Oats, Goodyear's tires, the bicycle carpet sweater, Van Camp pork and beans into household names. And in the process, he had made himself so rich that his best-selling autobiography, My Life in Advertising, devoted long passages the difficulties of spending so much money. Claude Hopkins was best known for a series of rules he coined explaining how to create new habits among consumers. These rules would transform industries and eventually became conventional wisdom among marketers, educational reformers, public health professionals, politicians, and CEO. Even today, Hopkins' rules influence everything from how we buy cleaning supply to the tools government use for eradicating diseases. They are fundamental to creating any new routine. However, when his old friend approached Hopkins and about Pepsodent, the ad man expressed only mild interest. It was no secret that the health of American teeth was in steep decline. As the nation had become wealthier, people had started buying larger amount of sugary, processed food. When the government started drafting men for World War I, so many recruits have rotted teeth that officials said poor dental hygiene was a national security risk. Yet, as Hopkins knew, selling toothpaste was financial suicide. Therefore, there was already an army of door-to-door salesmen hawking dubious tooth powders and elixirs, most of them going broke. The problem was that hardly anyone bought toothpaste because despite the national dental problem, hardly anyone brushed their teeth. So Hopkins gave his friend proposal a bit of thought and then declined. He did stick with soaps and cereals. He said, I did not see a way to educate the laity in technical toothpaste theories. Hopkins explained in his autobiography. The friend, however, was persistent. He came back again and again, appealing to Hopkins' considerable ego until eventually the ad man gave in. I finally agreed to undertake the campaign if he give me a 6 months option on a block of stock, Hopkins wrote. The friend agreed. It would be the wisest financial decision of Hopkins' life. Within 5 years of that partnership, Hopkins turned Pepsodent into one of the best-known products on earth, and in the process helped create a toothbrushing habit that moved across America with startling speed. Soon, everyone from Shirley Temple to Clark Gamble was bragging about their Pepsodent smile. By 1930s, Pepsodent was sold in China, South Africa, Brazil, Germany, and almost anywhere Hopkins could buy ads. A decade after the first Pepsodent campaign, postals found that toothbrushing had become ritual for more than half the American population. Hopkins had helped establishing a toothbrushing as a daily activity. The secret to his success, Hopkins would later boast, was that he had found a certain kind of cue in and reward that fueled a particular habit. It's an alchemy so powerful that even today the basic principles are still used by video game designers, food companies, hospitals, and millions of salesmen around the world. Eugene Paulet taught us about the habit loop, but it was Claude Hopkins that showed a new habit that can be cultivated and grown. So, what did exactly Hopkins do? He created a craving, and that craving, it turns out, is what makes cues and reward work. That craving is what the power the habit loops. इसके अंदर ये बताने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि हॉपकिंस ने ये मतलब पेप्सोडेंट है इसकी मतलब डील उन्होंने अंडरटेक करी एज ए एडवर्टाइजिंग। वो एडवर्टाइजिंग फील्ड में बहुत अच्छे थे, उन्होंने बहुत सारे मतलब डिफरेंट प्रोडक्ट्स हैं, ब्रांड्स जिनको मतलब एक लोगों के अंदर एक हैबिट क्रिएट करने में हेल्प करी कि जिससे लोग ज़्यादातर पेप्सोडेंट का इस्तेमाल करने लग गए। और इसी तरह इन्होंने हॉपकिंस ने हैबिट लूप को प्रूव की थ्योरी प्रूव करके दिखाई। इनके एक्सपीरियंस से हैबिट की लूप की थ्योरी प्रूव होती है। इफ़ यू लाइक दिस लेसन प्लीज़ लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब। थैंक यू।